Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Siti Zaira. Today, we will present our topic about the psychological impact of sexual harassment on employees' mental health. First, let me introduce my team members. My name is Sherin Arina and together with me are Nurul Jannah, Aya Inshira, Husnul Hatimah and Amira Sofia. Let's start with my part, which is introduction and problem statement. Mental health refers to a person's emotional and psychological well-being, which affect how they think, feel, and behave. One issue that can seriously affect mental health is the workplace is sexual harassment. Victims of sexual harassment may experience stress, anxiety, depression, and also low self-esteem. This effect can reduce their work performance and also overall well-being. For problem statement, this issue remains a serious problem globally, and sexual harassment cases in Malaysia have also increased in recent years. However, many victims are reluctant to report incidents because they feel afraid, embraced, or unsupported. Result: sexual harassment can negatively affect employees' mental health and create an unhealthy work environment. Therefore, it is important for organizations to address the issue and ensure a safe and respectful workplace for everyone. That's all from me. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, which is Nurul Jannah. Let's start with my part, which is introduction and problem statement. Mental health refers to a person's emotional.
Next, I will explain the cause of sexual harassment. First, power imbalance. This happens when a boss misuses their authority and employees feel afraid to speak up because they fear negative consequences. Second, lack of awareness and training. In some companies, employees are not properly educated about what behavior is considered harassment. Third, toxic workplace culture. When inappropriate joke or behavior are seen as normal, it creates an environment where harassment can continue. Lastly, fear of reporting. Many victims choose to stay silent because they are afraid of being blamed, not believed, of losing their job.
Now, let's look at the psychological impact of sexual harassment on employees' mental health. Sexual harassment does not only affect employees physically, but it can also have a serious impact on their emotional and mental well-being. One common effect is anxiety and stress and chronic stress, where the victims may constantly feel worried, fearful, and even uncomfortable at work. Another impact is depression, which can cause feelings of sadness, low self-confidence, and lack of motivation. Some victims may even experience post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD, leading to flashback and emotional distress whenever they are reminded of the incident. Over time, these experiences can also result in emotional exhaustion and burnouts, making employees feel mentally drained and less engaged in their work. This impact can affect not only the individual but the overall performance and productivity of the organization.
Now, I will explain the symptoms of the psychological impact of sexual harassment on employees' mental health. Firstly, emotional symptoms. Employees may experience ongoing anxiety and sadness, which can affect their mental stability. They may also feel helpless and find it difficult to cope with the situation. Secondly, physical symptoms. The psychological stress caused by sexual harassment can lead to sleep problems, exhaustion, and stress-related headaches. These symptoms may affect on employees' daily functioning and overall well-being. Next, occupational symptoms. Employees may have difficulty to concentrate on their tasks and experience lower productivity at work. This can affect their overall job performance. Lastly, behavioral symptoms. Employees may avoid workplace interactions and become more irritable. These behavioral challenges can affect workplace relationship and communication with colleagues. So that's all for the symptom section.
Thank you, Mira. Next, I will proceed to explain the advantage and disadvantage of addressing sexual harassment issues in the workplace. First, let's look at the advantage when actions been taken by the company. The first advantage is creating a safe environment. When organizations take sexual harassment complaints seriously, employees feel safe, respected, and protected at work. The second advantage is increasing employee confidence and trust. Employees are more likely to trust their employers when they see that complaints are handled fairly and professionally. Another advantage is enhancing productivity and performance. Employees can concentrate better on their work when they are not worried about harassment or workplace conflict. Other than that, taking action also reduce employee turnover. A safe and supportive workplace encourages employees to remain with the organization rather than seeking employment elsewhere. Now, let's discuss about the disadvantage when sexual harassment issues are being ignored. So, one of major disadvantage is reduced work performance. Employees may find it difficult to focus on their tasks. It's lead to lower productivity and efficiency. Another advantage is low employee morale. Employee may feel undervalued, unsafe, and unsupported by the organization. Other than that, ignoring harassment can also result in higher employee turnover. Victims and other employees may decide to leave the organization because the unhealthy work environment. Lastly, organization may suffer damage to their reputation. A negative reputation can make it difficult to attract and retain talented employees. Now, I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you, Mira. Next, I will proceed to explain the advantage and disadvantage of addressing sexual harassment issues in the workplace. First, let's look at the advantage when actions been taken by the company. The first advantage is creating a safe environment. When organizations take sexual harassment complaints seriously, employees feel safe, respected, and protected at work. The second advantage is increasing employee confidence and trust. Employees are more likely to trust their employers when they see that complaints are handled fairly and professionally. Another advantage is enhancing productivity and performance. Employees can concentrate better on their work when they are not worried about harassment or workplace conflict. Other than that, taking action also reduces employee turnover. A safe and supportive workplace encourages employees to remain with the organization rather than seeking employment elsewhere. Now, let's discuss about the disadvantage when sexual harassment issues are being ignored.
To help prevent and address the issue, organizations should take several important steps. First, they should have strong anti-sexual harassment policies so that employees clearly understand what behavior is unacceptable and how to report it. Next, companies should provide regular awareness and prevention training to promote respect and professionalism in the workplace. It is also important to offer mental health support, such as counseling services for employees who may be affected by the harassment. Lastly, organizations should work toward creating a respectful and supportive workplace culture where everyone feels safe, valued, and comfortable speaking out about their concerns. By taking this action, organization can create a healthier and more positive work environment for all employees.
In conclusion, sexual harassment can cause serious mental health problems such as stress, anxiety, and depression. It also affects employee well-being and performance at work. Therefore, organizations must take action to prevent harassment and create a safe and respectful workplace for all employees. That's all for us. Thank you.